Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyataha Sarva Vedantaha Tanityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kruto Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Karuna Palaya Mam Bhavasagar Dukkha Viduna Hrudam Rachaya Kila Darshana Tattvavidam Bhavashankara Deshikame Sharanam. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। छान्दोग्योपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये सामवेदांतर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषदः श्री आद्य शंकर भाष्य सहित अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने। So, Ashiva Ghatine. In the Ashiva Jiva Rupa, Bhagavan alone is there. Shivaya, that Bhagavan alone, having gone through the Jiva Bhava sufficiently and suffering, got fed up. Shivaya, he starts getting the noble thoughts of coming out of that binding, dukkha giving Jiva Bhava. Then he himself goes to the Guru. And that who is that Guru? Namashri Deshikendraya. The Guru also none but the Parabrahman alone. And from the Guru he gets taught. And what he gets taught from the Guru is Sakshine. If you want to come out of the samsara, involve in the samsara as a Sakshi. For what? For everything. For the karma, you are the Sakshi. For the karma phala, you are the Sakshi. For the kartrutva also, you are the Sakshi. You are not even the karta. You are Sakshi even for the karta. That is what the Deshikendra does the Disha Nirdesha, the direction for the Shiva Vichara Yukta Jiva, who in his Shiva Vichara wants to get out of samsara bandhana, and who has relatively has known that samsara bandhana is transcended when the jiva bhava etc. are transcended. Before that he didn't know all that. Ashiva Rupa. He was identifying with Upadhi, living only in the outer life, thinking that is the only thing, that is the only way. That we have to become Sukhi and Dukhi depending on the availability or arrival of convenient and inconvenient things. But from that Ashiva non-thinking, non-understanding level, Shiva level he has come. And therefore the Deshikendra came in his life. Because already he is in the Shiva sthiti of the mana, he could easily surrender to the Guru and do what Guru says. Guru said, Sakshini, live life of Sakshi for a sufficient period of time. Then in that being Sakshi, when it becomes habitual, you discover yourself to be Sarvatita. All are there, but you are not touched by them. That is called the Sarvatita Sthiti. Everything is happening, but I am not touched. And so many waves are happening, but the water is not touched by the so many waves that are there. That waterness is Sarvatita. And that for you and I onlooker, how come the water is remaining same when it is appearing as so many waves? That is, we the onlookers are saying. But ask the water itself. He says, all these forms names are superimposed on me. I am not changing. I am formless, nameless, basic. So too, the one who has practiced and reached to the Sakshi level, for us appears that he is also involving in the activities like us, like the water is appearing as waves. But you ask him, he says, I have practiced sufficiently. Now I am confident that I am the Sakshi of everything. Therefore, I can be such being which is untouched by anything, everything that is superimposed on me. That is called Sarva Atita Sthiti. When we say Sarva Atita Sthiti, not leaving this world and going. Where do we go? Isn't it? Remember, leaving and going is never a solution. Staying there itself and not touched by it is the solution. Then that Sarva Atita, when I am there, when things are happening yet I am not disturbed, then who is this me? That time the enquiry. In that enquiry, the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, etc., listen from that same Guru. Through that will be revealed our essential nature, our essential self, our Swarupa Lakshana. And what is that? Sat Chit Ananda. And in is that Sat Chit Ananda with a lot of breakages, discrete way? No, it is Sandra Rupan. And having discovered that, he is surprised. Arey, this Sachidananda Sandra, which experience I am having now, this is what I was searching for such a long period of time. and in all the places where it was not available. And whereas it is so close to me, so much so that it is me only. So what a fool I am that I was going on searching for the self in the not self. Can there be a big joke than this that मैं मेरे लिए जगत में ढूंढ रहा हूँ, मैं मुझे ढूंढ रहा हूँ मैं और इस जगत में मीन्स इन दैट अनात्मा. I am searching the Atman in the Anatman. That is called as samsara. Stopping all those searches, knowing and avoiding that I am the Atman is called as sadhana and siddhi, adhyatmika siddhi. What is that siddhi? Satchidananda Sandra. I am solid mass of pure conscious existence bliss. है ना? So though this is true fact, and finally we have to reach to that, and all gurus are at that level still, because of our hold of being a jiva, being an upadhi yukta jiva, and with the deha as a samsari outside world, these being so intense, so strong, developed. That is called as samsara. That is because of delusion. That is because of ignorance. And that is from where anadimaya suktaha yatha jivaha prabudhyate. And ajamanidram swapnam advaitam buddhyate tada. Anadikal say, from what time we don't know. From what time I was living as jiva samsari, I don't know. But so long whatever I was doing as a jiva samsari, all those habits, vasanas, karma phalas, they tie down me. First to samsara, later on, even when I become sadhaka, want to realize my theoretically understood Sachidananda Sthiti as experience, these will go on trouble. So we are therefore to get rid of all these things. Then the Siddhanta understood, I am Sachidananda Sandra, will become personal, direct, immediate experience. But for that, the picture should be very clear. What is clear picture? Basically, I am Sachidananda Sandra. But somehow, because of my ignorance and vasanas and desires and karma, and then the necessary karma phala called as prarabdha, I am denied of my own self. So this goal of Sachidananda I have to achieve. For that, all these things I have to get rid of. My vasanas, my kamanas, my habits, my bahirmukhatas, my dependency on the upadhis and things and beings. Okay, I have to get rid of all. This picture has to be clear. If the picture is not clear, then that Sat Chit Ananda is forgotten. Again, we go back to the comfortable zone of Jivosmi, Dehosmi, Samsari Asmi. Everywhere it is for the drunkard also. Because of drinks, my health is spoiled, my naukari is gone, everybody is insulting, people at home are miserable. So I have to give up that drinking habit and I have to be healthy. This is called I want to be Sachidananda. Then he'll have to do that very clearly, must know that whatever the money I'm earning, first give it to the wife. If you have the money, then you get tempted to buy it. Second, the friends are the ones who force me and make me drink. They would totally avoid those friends. Three, those are the places where I go. The things are available. Once the things are seen by the eye, the mind becomes weak. The drinking booth, etc. Therefore, let me not go there. So money given to wife, people given up, places not visiting. When I go on doing this, then giving up that habit of drink, therefore remaining healthy, I can reach. This is how he should very clearly picturize. Anybody, millions of examples, everything is an example. So through the study of all the Upanishads, we get this clear picture that what I am searching is I am that already. To remain as that self, I myself have become my own obstruction in this way, in this way, in this way. So I have to remove all those obstructions. Then realize what I am searching for is me already. Sat Chit Anand. All want to be eternally existing. Nobody wants to die. That one everybody wants to remain as Sat, isn't it? All wants to be intelligent, wise, and not to be cheated by anyone, not to miss anything anytime, not suffer the ignorance. Everybody is like that. That's called as the Chit aspect of the Sachidananda Paramahat. And nobody wants to be miserable in this world. All want to be Anandi only. Continuous Ananda, constant Ananda, effortless Ananda. Isn't it? Never diminishing Ananda. All of us want that Sukha happiness only. So we are all seeking Sattva Chitta Ananda. And we are that already. So the sadhana, that is why is what? From this Ashiva Jivana Vidhana to the Shiva Jivana Vidhana. When we are in that Shiva Jivana Vidhana of Dharma Ityadi, recognizing it, the Guru comes in our life. From the Guru, what we learn first thing is be a Sakshi for what you do and for what happens to you. क्योंकि react किया तो then you have fallen down to the level of Jiva. Sakshi. How long Sakshitva have to practice? Sarvatita sthiti. After becoming Sarvatita, what I have to do? Realize your essential self. Satchitananda. And what next? Stay in that. That's it. Any play need to be played, play while staying in that state only, without missing, compromising, giving it up. Isn't it? That's how this Shanti mantra or Mangalacharana shloka by Adi Shankara Bhagavan has such a completeness and sweetness. Thank you. Now our Upanishadic Shanti mantra. Enjoy chanting it twice. ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्यां मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ओम शांति अगेन ओमाप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ओम शांति शांति शांति. First line is आप्यायन्तु मम अंगानि Vak prana chakshushrotram athobalam indriya. So in that, as we exhaustively discussed, the antakarana of mana buddhi chitta ahankara, the jnanendriyas of shrotram tak chakshu rasana grana, the karmendriyas of vak panipad vayupastha, the prana shakti, then the stula sharira with all its physiological functions. All of them should be apyayantu. All the entire our personality should be in a fully healthy manner, strengthy manner, disciplined manner, well controlled manner, without any even iota of disturbance in it. Because even little of any problem anywhere is there, we get distracted, we get disturbed. Then our sadhana doesn't become intense. While studying the Upanishads, Shastras, we have to become subtler and deeper understandings. For example, how does it matter when the body is diseased? Let us do sadhana. Let us, as said in the above mantra, be a sakshi to it. Who says not? Yes, yes, you have a headache, you have stomach ache, still you are able to sadhana, do sadhana. That's good. If the some or the other diseases are there, then only you are able to do sadhana. Then also you are able to do sadhana. Then if the disease is not there, you will do it better, no? Isn't it? What is wisdom? That do those things by which you suffer at your upadhi level and yet try to do sadhana, or be wise enough to avoid those things and thereby no problems at all at the upadhi level and you are able to do sadhana well. That is what we are saying. Anything, so many examples can be given. Key staying in the hustle bustle of the city town and then trying to close all the windows and put earbuds in the ears and try to do sadhana. Is it wise? Or seeing the possibility, taking some courageous steps, go to that place where these sounds are not at all there. Doing sadhana is wise. You understand? And who will decide it that way? The one who is purely decided to be sadhana. The one who says, I want all the city comforts also. Then you will have to be in the city. Then the sounds you have to jail. Then you struggle to do sadhana. If you give up those comforts and say, I can stay with minimum, then best is go to a prashanta sthala where, like here every day, to gather your mind from the disturbances, take the 10-20 minutes. By the time your meditational hour is over, is it not this time is saved when you go to the already prashanta place? Think, even if that place we go, even small sounds disturb me and my mind itself disturbs me, that is all the sadhanas we have to cross. But basically we are able to avoid these avoidable things. क्योंकि सिटी में रहकर वो पड़ोसियों को जाकर I am doing meditation, keep quiet, you cannot tell them. They have the, in the same way, the meaning of apyayantu mamangani ityadi is what? Live a wise life of swadharma and punya, not adharma and papa. Because when you do the adharma and papa, that results in the form of the body, senses, minds, dukkha. Because our dushkarma phalas get exhausted through the upadhis. So by saying this, apayana mamangani, we are told not to do those things by which our personality is disturbed, diseased, and not allowing us to do the Paramatma sadhana. This is one meaning. Second is what apyayantu means protect them when they are given. You know? Give that good food or exercise, etc. Feed it well. Take care. Apyayantu mamangani is that. All of them. Every one of them. Like, आपके घर में cattle are there. The cows also are there, the bulls also are there, buffalo are there, as well as, let us say, goats and all. आप सबका आपको ख्याल रखने, because they're all yours. Each of them are helping you in one way or the other. So don't you do the apyayanam of them. All of them you have to. Here also, took care of body, but not senses, not sufficient. Body senses taken care, but antakarana not cared, then that's a problem. In the antakarana also, manabuddhi chitta, these three are managed. But the ahankara is, little out of thing. Even that also problem. All four of the antakarana, all the 10 of the indriyas, prana, and to the possibility level, the sharira also, apyayana. Okay, so for that, whatever 1 or 2 hours that have to be spent every day to maintain them, to manage them, we have to do it. Because if they are not that way maintained, they cause a problem. Then the main thing of sadhana you cannot do. Like सुबह उठते ही मैं पूजा जप ध्यान करता हूँ तो होता नहीं with that sleepy mind. Therefore you have to take bath and do some pranayamas, walkings, then it helps in your doing the subtle sadhanas. Somewhat like you have to spend those 20 minutes of sharpening your axe for your whatever the work you have to do with it. No, I don't have time for the sharpening of it. If you say, then that with blunt axe, the work which you have to do in half an hour, you will end up in doing in 2 hours. Common sense. If this is at the not so important, how come in such a big Upanishad, in its Shanti mantra as a first sentence, this is said? जो भी पहला कहा जाता है सबसे important होता है. And the simple silly thing, silly not silly means lighter way में क्या है? Lighter way means कि when the health is not good, will you come to class? Can you sit here? बोलो, their mind is disturbed. Can you concentrate? बताओ ना, क्लास में नहीं बैठ सकते, खुद भी पढ़ नहीं सकते, साधना भी नहीं हो सकती. So these all equipments have to be properly managed. In that, prayer to the Lord is one thing, and we have to take all cares from our side. Another thing. Spirituality is not a blind way of living, not a out of some faith that something will happen, kuch bhi main karu. No. Spiritual life is the life of the highest awareness with full wisdom and completely practicing. That is spirituality. Spirituality is not for anybody. And anything done by anybody, don't call it as spirituality. ना पढ़ाई किया ना लिखा कुछ नहीं, बस ऐसे एक भगवान का नाम ले रहे, उसके आगे पीछे कुछ पता ही नहीं है. No, that will give some punya. It's not, getting punya is not spiritual. Nearing to Sachidananda alone is spiritual. That is a practice with all the knowledge, all the spashtata. One of them is this, that it is in my hands and my efforts and my prayers that all my faculties are conducive for my sadhana. Okay? Abhyayantu mamangani vak pranas chakshu shrotra mato balam indriyani sarvani. First point. Second is very, very important. What is that? Sarvam Brahma Upanishad. Very high level thought it is. Everything is Brahman. And that Brahman is revealed through the study of Upanishads. Upanishads are meant for revealing Brahman. Having studied Upanishads, if Brahman is not realized, Upanishad study is not complete. These are the three meanings of Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. We have seen yesterday. Okay. Now, what is the sambandha between these two? आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक् प्राणश्चक्षु श्रोत्र मतो बलम इंद्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वम ब्रह्म उपनिषद. संबंध क्या है दोनों का? ये है कि यू हैव केप्ट योर व्हीकल इंटैक्ट. कार, हर तरह का टायर में हवा भरा, पेट्रोल भरा, सब साफ करके रखा. Done. Then as a beautiful temple or satsang is there to go. At the same time, there is also a thing of entertainment, enjoyment, indulgence also is there to go. How you are fit, your car is ready, but is that sufficient thing? You must also know that with this car which is intact, where to go? सारे इंद्रिय मनो बुद्धि का नियंत्रण करना, अच्छे मेंटेन करना एक अलग बात है. उसके तरह करना क्या है अलग बात है. उस करने क्या में ही देयर आर टू थिंग्स. वन इज सर्वम ब्रह्म उपनिषद, going toward the spiritual path of realization. Other one is what? With your all the faculties taken care, we can still be a worldly. Just like so many spiritual seekers, because of their negligence, suffering their physiological diseases, so too there are millions who are keeping themselves fit at the body-mind level, but are only worldly. See the paradox. समझे ना दोनों में बात. Therefore, the two things are kept. One, all limbs are fit. Second is, there is a knowledge that everything is Brahman, and that is taught by Upanishads. अब क्या है ना, with my fitness of all personality, I'll be tempted to go to the enjoyment of world. But there is the moksha giving another thing also. What is it? Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. है ना? Now it is in my hands now that with all my fitness gained, do I go for this Brahman or do I go for something else? It is in my hand. Nobody is there. Outside लोगों को पता नहीं अंदर मेरा क्या हो रहा है. ये सब अंदर की बात है. Spirituality means it is continuously, it is vigorous exercise of every sort. Internal is spirituality. Spirituality has very less to do with the outer things. सब अंदर की बात. अब मेरे अंदर की बात है. I am तो fit now. There is Brahman, which is taught to us by the Upanishads. Upanishads say everything is Brahman. Sarvam Upanishad, Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. Up now I have to train myself not to use my fitness for anything other than Brahman. I have to train myself. How the training starts? From my side, I tell to myself, isn't it? कि मैं ये आध्यात्मिक मार्ग में ही रहूं, इसको नहीं छोड़ूं, और जो संसार के मार्ग को पकड़ो नहीं और उसको छोड़ दूं मैं. I should not hold it, I should leave it. I should not leave it, I should hold it. It is my exercise, my planning. The more I do it, the more I'll be inclined towards spirituality. That is why one side is fitness of all faculties, other side is everything is Brahman. Sarvam Brahma Upanishad. That Brahman you realize through Upanishad. Now I am telling to myself, with all this fitness, let me not reject Brahman and let me not enter into the world of samsara. That is why the third line is so important. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. With all my fitness, I may reject the Brahman and I may go for my own delusionary life. All in my own mind. Then I will be bound again with this Janma Marana Chakkar. Therefore, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. Aham Brahma Ma Nirakuryam. May I not reject the Brahman, discard the Brahman, disrespect the Brahman, disregard the Brahman, delete the Brahman. By this, what Shruti Mata says, nobody in this world is cause for you for not realizing your Brahmasthiti. It is you only so far who are doing the Nirakaranam of your own Brahmasthiti. First sentence वही कह रहे. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam का अर्थ क्या है? May I not reject Brahman. What it means? The reason for me not realizing Brahman is I myself was rejecting it. For so many lives. No, वो अकल थोड़ा बंद अकल ताला खुल गया तो so far I was rejecting. Now let me tell to myself, let me not reject it. Let me not reject therefore is equal to let me accept it. And what I was doing by doing the Nirakarana of the Brahman, I with Upadhis was running into the world only. So when I am saying that let me not reject the Brahman, therefore let me accept Brahman. So here, therefore let me not accept the worldly life, let me reject it. All these things deeply we have to understand. The hidden meanings behind the sentence. Aham Brahma Nirakuryam is not let me not reject Brahman. A very casual sentence. It has to be, understood with the depth that it was me who was doing the Nirakarana of it so far. And while doing Nirakarana of this Brahman, I was doing the Swikarana of the samsara causing outward life. Now, let me not do the Nirakarana Brahman is equal to positively, let me do the Swikarana of the Brahman. And how can the Swikarana of the Brahman will happen? When we are doing the Swikarana of the world, uska Nirakaran karne se. So therefore, Aham Brahma Nirakuryam is equal to, said negatively, but to be understood positively. Let me not reject Brahman means what? There are only two things, no? One is Brahman, second is all the world that's projected on Brahman. So if I am not rejecting Brahman, then what I am rejecting? Obviously the other one. So far I rejected Brahman and accepted the world. Now let me not reject the world means they reject the Brahman. Let me not reject the Brahman means let me reject the world. So what should I accept then? Then Brahman. Therefore, in saying one sentence, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, four sentences are said. What are the four? The literal meaning is, may I not reject Brahman. The indicated meaning is, let me accept Brahman. By rejecting Brahman, what I was accepting? The world. So, let me not accept the world, then what? Let me reject the world. Four things to be understood. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. And this should continuously happen in me, that thought. That continuous thought should become so stronger that actually I start doing it consciously. And vaguely it can happen. Punya phalena it can happen. Like you are coming to class every day. In this 1 hour of class, this thing is done. Maham Brahma Nirakurya. But unconsciously, subconsciously, as a punya phala, as a the prarthana phala of the past. It is not sufficient. When that phala is over, as effortlessly, ignorantly, unknowingly you came to the class, so effortlessly, ignorantly, unknowingly you leave the class. Because it is not our conscious effort. When we do it consciously, in the class, the Brahma Vidya is given. And I am going to strengthen my Brahma Vidya by attending the class. So I am going to go. This conscious effort say, okay, so the danger of someday I leave it and go, that won't happen. So here the Shishya is telling to himself, अरे यार मेरे को सारे अंग प्रत्यंग को फिट रखना चाहिए. इस फिट पर्सनैलिटी से मुझे वर्ल्ड में इन्वॉल्व नहीं होना चाहिए. विथ दैट, विदाउट रिजेक्टिंग, बाय एक्सेप्टिंग, आई मस्ट परस्यू Brahman only. There's nobody. Shishya is telling to himself while coming to the Guru or before the Guru comes from his room to the class. अच्छा मैं ब्रह्म का निराकर ना करूं. He is telling to himself. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. And see the laughable stupidity, foolishness. The Satchidananda Rupa Brahman, who is the giver of all bliss, him we are rejecting. And continuously binding, limiting, and misery giving worldliness. We are involving in that. Think our foolishness. We have to change it. So, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. May I not reject Brahman. And the intellectual explanation yesterday already we gave, so we are not repeating. Why do we do the Nirakarana Brahman? Because Brahman is there that we don't know. Brahman is so great that we don't know. Therefore, we don't have love for Brahman. That's why we reject. The second aspect is on that Brahman, whatever the world is projected, that projected world we took as reality. And having taken as reality, involving in it, we made it a habit. And because of the habit, the Sukha is coming from the world. Therefore, we are not able to reject the world. That's what technically three words we used yesterday. Brahma is not there, abhavana. Opposite of it, Jagat is there, bhavana. Second, asambhavana. Brahman is there, but I cannot realize him. Second, Jagat is mithya, but I cannot give it up. Viparita bhavana, therefore I will never go towards this and I never leave this one. So abhavana, it is not at all there. Asambhavana, it cannot be achieved by me. Viparita bhavana, I am comfortable with the world only. I cannot do the sadhana. These are the technical words that are used, because of which we do the Nirakaranam of Brahman. And because of the projected world taken as real, and we got a habit of it. Habits die hard, no? Nothing but like सुबह उठ के दांत मांज के नहा के सब ऑफिस जाके आते हो, then do your fulfilling the duties. ये सब habit नहीं तो और क्या? These are all habits. We are samsaris by habit, but not by necessity. We thought it is necessary. No, what is necessary is establishing in the self. That's all. So, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam stands explained. Now, equally another Sankalpa, Bhavana prayer, which again will be answered to us, is what? Mama Brahma Nirakarot. Here, Ma means Mam, Mujhe. Brahma means the reality. Ma Nirakarotu, may Brahman also do not do the Nirakarana of me, rejection of me. May the Brahman do not reject me. You know? Simple it's not at all complicated to understand. You know? Like when I go to an interview, don't I have this thought? May I not be rejected by that person who is doing the interview. कहते हैं ना, though we impose the rejecting action on him, be careful. Why will he reject if at all? Only for one reason, no? One reason or not two. That he has his own some standard, some expectations. Point 1, 2, 3, 4. Only लिख के रखा है. Naturally, when I don't fulfill them, he will reject me. So he is not rejecting me from his own personal ego, nor because of his biasness against me. He is rejecting me because I am not fit. I am not qualified. So here also, may the Brahman do not reject me means what? May I not be rejection worthy means what? May I be acceptance worthy. So Brahma mera nirakara na karo is not in Brahma ke haath mein. It is in my hands. Definitely he will do the nirakaranam if I don't have the qualities. Isn't it? And definitely he will accept me if I have the quality. So Mama Brahma Nirakarot means may the Brahman do not do the Nirakarana of me means what? May I not have any of those wrong traits or qualities because of my good I am rejected. May I have all the full positive qualities because of which I am accepted. Na? Acceptance and rejection because of these two happen. Na? All bad are there, not even one good is there. So you are 100% fit to be rejected. All good are there, not one bad. 100% accepted. Therefore, here, Mama Brahma Nirakarot is not again addressed to the Brahman. That hey Brahman mera nirakar mat karo. The sentence looks like that. But its deeper meaning is that I should not be rejected by him because of my negativities. Therefore, I'll maintain the negativity. Still, he should not reject me. ये ऐसा नहीं होता. Here the meaning is what? May I not be rejection worthy. May I be acceptance worthy. So he is telling himself कि मैं ऐसा रहूं कि मेरा वो accept करे rejection नहीं. It is in my preparation. It's my being fit there. So Maham Brahma Nirakuryam means that I am desiring the world, therefore deliberately I am discarding the Brahman. Mama Brahma Nirakarod means I am not rejecting the Brahman from my side. I want Brahman only. But I am not fit for it to be rejected by Brahman because of my disqualification. Therefore, Mama Brahma Nirakarot means may I be fit to be accepted by Brahman. So that indicates what? Rejecting the world and wanting the Brahman alone is first step. And to get that Brahmanugraha, Brahma Prapti, the qualifications also are the important things. Everywhere in the world too. And I want to be doctor. So I have not done the rejection of being a doctor. But is it sufficient? That medical doctor post also should not be rejecting me, na? Mama doctor Nirakurut. But it will reject because I am not fit. So desiring doctorness is not sufficient for being a doctor. The fitness, the quality. Therefore, it's called desirability. So desire and deserve. These are the two things. Anywhere we go, we get it. So we were always desiring the world and we were desiring it through the karma. We were getting it. But that world was kicking us only for its own nature. Because of its nature, that's it. like लोग मुझे छोड़ के गए हैं. That is their nature. That's how they have to be. They have to move ahead. There's nothing new. It happened to everyone. लोग भगवान को छोड़ के जाते हैं, गुरुओं को छोड़ के जाते हैं, नहीं? आप मंदिर गए, अब बैठे रहते हो क्या? आधा घंटा, 1 घंटा, 2 घंटे के बाद तो छोड़कर जाओगे ना? नो, इस भगवान मिजरेबल ये मेरे को छोड़ के जा रहा है. ही नोज ये जाएगा ही जाने के लिए. Otherwise, Lord will have to cry for every bhakta leaving him. And Guru will have to cry every disciple leaving him. He says, somebody comes only to go only. Nothing is permanent. See that subtle understanding, are you getting it? Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, then Mama Brahma Nirakarot. I desire and I also become deserving. केवल डिजायर करने से नहीं होता, डिजर्विंग भी होता है. So Maham Brahma Nirakurya. So I was desiring the world, I was deserving the world. So I was worldly, but I was getting kicked by the world. How the world kicks? Because it's not permanent. It is its nature. To this side now, let me desire Brahman and may I be fit to be blessed by the Brahman by being deserving it. Mama Brahma Nirakarot. Now these two things have to be so strong. Day in and day out, we have to entertain them only, so that we become more and more deserving for the spirituality. And the test for I am being deserving for this spirituality more and more is I am going away from the world. World means worldliness. First, like Nirmamo Nirahankaraha Nispruha words are explained by Krishna in Gita. Exactly, I am in the world minimum to do my duties. That's it. You know how that is happen? That will happen when these two things are taken so seriously, and that's why the two sentences are repeated again. The repetition is to make us know that how much intense it has to be for it to become very deep and effective. How much intense it has to be for it to become deep and effective. What? These two things. That I should not reject Brahman, Brahman should not reject me. है ना? When your son comes and asks the 100 रुपए दो, you said नहीं है, मत दो, मैं जा रहा हूँ. So you say चल जा. But when you ask 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, then you feel यार he is in need करके चल 100 नहीं 50 ले ले. Same way, Brahma should not reject me, I should not reject. एक बार कहने से दम कम होता है. But second time when it is said, then our intensity is proved there. That's why second time. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, Mama Brahma Nirakarot. That we have studied. So what is there in the next line is same. Anirakaranam astu. Anirakaranam astu. Anirakaranam me astu. Repeated, same sentence. But repeated means that is valued. The need of that is understood. And in this little go into Bhagavan Shankara's Bhashyam. So in that Anirakaranamastu, in that the meaning he gives is, may I not disconnect from Brahman. May I establish that deep sambandha with Brahman. May I not be ignorant or inadvertent from my side to disconnect from Brahman. So to Anirakaranam me astu. May the Brahman also be not disconnected to me. So in the first one, the desire, second one, desirability. दोनों हमारे हाथ में है. Brahman neither rejects anyone or accepts. He is there, you identify or not, it is in your hands. See how clarity is given in these mantras. How important, how intense. Like when we love someone or go someplace, वो मेरे को रिजेक्ट ना करे, मैं उनको रिजेक्ट ना करूं, ऐसे फीलिंग रखते हो ना. For all of them for Brahman. Whatever we are doing for samsara, all those things we have to do for Brahman. That's it. Instead of getting lost in samsara, we get Brahman and get out of samsara. We get liberated. We love the world, you love the Brahman. We have faith for the world, have faith for Brahman. Day in and out you are thinking, working only for the world by through which expressing your love for the world. Same way, day in and day out, study Shastra, do Manana Chintana, and express your love for the Brahman. Then we are getting the Jagat and getting lost. We get the Brahman and we become victorious or liberate. उनमें से ये दो बातें हैं. डिजायर माहम ब्रह्म निराकुर्या, डिजर्व मामा ब्रह्म निराकरोत. So Brahma does the nirakarana of me if I am not yogya, if I don't have the qualification. So again, gaining those qualifications is in my hands only. But all of that I do first when I desire it. Therefore, Maham Brahma Nirakurya. Let me not reject Brahman. Let me accept Brahman only. And let me deserve by Mama Brahma Nirakaro. Then Anirakaranamastu. Anirakaranam me astu is equal to from my side towards Brahman, from Brahman towards me. That very close knit sambandha be there. That is a feeling in the second time saying, in that repetition, which is really subtle to grasp. That feeling that I should not leave the Brahman, disconnect from the Brahman, लगे ही रहूं उनके साथ. That means what? Tat chintanam, tat katanam is the meaning here. Or machita, madgata prana, all of that. Or sarvada sthapanam buddhe, shuddhe brahmani sarvatha. The last of slokas definitions we study, no, that is the meaning of the second time repetition. अनिराकरणमस्तु मतलब मैं ब्रह्म का कभी भी डिसरिगार्ड करूं ना. Why? Because while pursuing Brahman, it being so sublime and subtle, immediately you can't grasp it. That is the half reason for Nirakaranam. Many people that so come to study the Upanishads, एक महीना दो महीना सुने बात समझ में नहीं आया, यार is nothing करके दे ली हूँ. To avoid the danger, this one. That is a 50%. That the subtle Brahma Jnana immediately I am not able to understand. Therefore, I may do the Nirakarana. The second is what? Though out of my initial inspiration, I rejected the world and entered into spirituality, but after some time, the sleeping cells of our own inner vasanas may come up and they may become powerful and they may again take me away, kidnap me away from Paramatma Tattva. This is the second possibility. To avoid that, again, second time, the prayer is made. Anirakaranamastu. नहीं समझने के कारण भी छोड़ सकते हैं और वर्ल्ड में टेम्पटेशन ओवर पावर करने से भी छोड़ सकते. इवन आफ्टर स्टार्टिंग इज ऑलरेडी डन इन द फर्स्ट सेट ऑफ प्रेयर्स. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, I just kept the world away and started becoming spiritual. Mama Brahma Nirakarot, and even I am gaining qualification. But subject being subtler, so many things are involved in that realization that Veshti Samashti Prarabdhas have to be cleared. ऐसे बहुत सारे होते हैं. इसलिए यू कैनॉट डिसाइड टाइम कि इतने टाइम में मुझे रियलाइजेशन होना है, अदरवाइज आई विल लीव द साधना. That sort of thing is called Maham Brahma Nirakurya. So to Mama Brahma, second one, Anirakaranam Meyastu means what? Again, the beautiful qualifications which I had, I give up, again I may become worldly. लोग ऐसे ही होते रहते ना. एंड देन हाईएस्ट लेवल में क्या ना, एक बार पकड़ लिया स्पिरिचुअलिटी बात को, टिल द गोल इज रीच्ड, neither we are stopping nor we are looking at here and there nor we are going back. न पीछे मुड़, न बाएं दाएं देख, न रुक, आगे बढ़ते रहो बस. That is very essential. And in that second time saying Anirakaranamastu, Anirakaranamastu, is that refueling oneself, re-inspiring oneself, reinstating the faith in the goal within our own heart. Come what may, I will do it, I will reach out. I have full trust in Upanishad, Upanishad Dhyanam, and the rishis who have realized it. I have no doubt at all. Yes, problems will come. Yes, it's not an easy task. Yes, it takes time. Yes, lot of effort, lot of sacrifice, a lot of patience. I will go through all of that. That's the meaning of Anirakaranam astu and Anirakaranam me astu, saying second time. The literal meaning is, may I not reject Brahman, let Brahman be not rejecting me. Nirakarana na ho. is equal to Svikarana ho. May I do the Svikarana? May Svikarana. Okay, now the comes most important thing. How we can intensify our desire for Brahman, how we become deserving also for this Brahma Vidya is our qualities. That is what is touched in the last one. Tadatmani nirate ye upanishats dharmaha te mai santu te mai santu. So he talks about the actual qualifications. The sadhana chatushtaya sampada. For 10 minutes we'll talk on that. Then summarize the whole shloka. Then chant it some 6, 7, 8 times. Then we enter into the Sambandha Bhashyam tomorrow. Okay? Come. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This is how our Upanishad study is done. Do the contemplation at home and become very clear about the meaning of the shloka in intellectual understanding as well as practice. Very powerful, very essential. Every day we'll chant it. That's why we are giving sufficient respect to this mantra and chanting. Okay, now let us do our second sadhana or fifth, let us say. Mangalacharana shlokas we have done, Sankalpa we have done, Shanti mantra we chanted, Upanishad chanted. Out of 7, 4 are over. The 3 are the Vedic chanting, the common sense thought, mantra dhyana. So let us do them also, Vedic chanting. 1 second. Jaya Jaya Siti. Friends, new Suktam we will learn tomorrow. What we have learned yesterday, that itself we will chant 5 times. That is, as said, the Visha Nivarana Suktam. Visha Nivarana. It should not come to us, even if it has entered. It should not affect us, it should go away. The Sthula Visha, which troubles our Sharira. The Sukshma Visha, which troubles our Antakarana. More Sukshma Visha, which spoils our main purpose of life called as spirituality. That Vishata can be our own thinkings, our own vasanas. The Vishata can be from the world around us, the situations around us, the people around us. And the grass Visha can be from any of these serpents, snakes, etc. And the natural Vishavayus can come. The Vishavayus from the human-made gas leakings can come, by which the Vayu can be Vishapurita, water can be Vishapurita, Bhojana can be, when the physical Visha comes, it will kill our body. When the mental Visha comes, it will kill the human being in us. When the spiritual Visha comes, it kills the sadhaka in us. We have to be careful. That's why the importance of such mantras, our rishis, they have thought and gave so much thought to that. Everything they understood and all possible problems they guessed, they have given us the solutions. Solutions are yajna, upasana, prarthana, being careful from our side. Okay, we'll be chanting this mantra 5 times. First time. Om Brahmano Jagne Pratamo Dasharsho Dashasyah Sasomam Pratamah Pabau Sachakara Rasam Visham Yavatedhyava Prathivi Varimna Yavat Sapta Sindhavo Vitashthire Vacham Vishasya Dushanim Tam Ito Niravadhisham Suvarnastva Garutman Vishapratamamavayato Nami Madho Narurupa Utasma Abavah Pituho Yasta Asyat Panchangurir Vakrachida Didhanvanaha Avaskambhasya Shalyat Niravochamaham Visham Shalyad Visham Niravocham Pranjanaduta Parnadhehe Apashtat Shungat Kulmalat निरवोचमहं विषम् अरसस्त इषो शल्यो अधोते अरसं विषम् उतारसस्य वृक्षस्य धनुष्टे अरसारसम् ये अपेशन्ये अधिहन् य आस्यन् ये अवासृजन् सर्वे ते वद्रयः कृता वद्रिर्विश्वगिरिः कृतः वद्रयस्ते खनितारो वद्रिस्त्वमस्योषधे वद्री स पर्वतो गिरिर यतो जातमिदं विषम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. While chanting, if you have a book, chant along with. If not, listening at that time, what meaning is said, feel that, do the prayer. Let the good never be attacked by any negative poison anytime, anywhere in the universe. Starting from the universal prayer, come to the jati, that Manushya Pashu Bhakshi Vanaspati, then the place wise, the world, whole world at large, then the continent, then the country, everything, including yourself. अपने तक का prayer हमें करना है. Second time. ॐ ब्राह्मणो जज्ञे प्रथमो दशशीर्षो दशास्यः स सोमं प्रथमं पपौ स चकारा रसं विषम् यावतीद्या वा पृथिवी वरिम्णा यावत् सप्तसिन्धवो वितष्टिरे वाचं विषस्य दूषणीं तामितो निरवादिशम्. Very powerful mantras. Suvarnasva garutman vishapratamamavayatu name mado narurupa tutasma abavah pituho yasta asyat panchangurir vakrachidadi dhanvanaha apaskambasya shalyat niravochamaham visham shalyad visham niravocam pranjanadutavarnadhehe apashtat shrungat कुल्मलात् निरवोचमहं विषम् अरसस्त इषो शल्यो अधोते अरसं विषम् उतारसस्य वृक्षस्य धनुष्टे अरसारसम् ये अपीशन् ये अधिहन् य आस्यन् ये अवासृजन् सर्वे ते वद्रयः कृता वद्रिर्विश्वगिरिः कृतः वद्रयस्ते खनितारो वद्रिस्त्वमस्योषधे वद्री स पर्वतो गिरिर् यतो जातमिदं विषम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So all the mountain ranges, forests where the Visha is created, that is to be destroyed. And the people who pluck and transport from them, they have to be destroyed. And the ones who powder it, who administer it, who sprinkle it, who supply it, every one of them, including that Visha, all of them should be destroyed. That is the Sankalpa. Third one again, third time. Narayana, start. ॐ ब्राह्मणो जज्ञे प्रथमो दशशीर्षो दशास्यः स सोमं प्रथमः पपौ स चकारारसं विषम् यावतीद्या वा पृथिवी वरिम्णा यावत् सप्तसिन्धवो वितष्टिरे वाचं विषस्य दूषणीं तामितो निरवादिशम् सुवर्णस्त्वा गरुत्मान् विषप्रथममावयतु नामीमदो नारूरुपा उतास्मा अभवः पितुः यस्त आस्यत् पञ्चाङ्गुरिर्वक्राच्चिदधिधन्वनः अपस्कम्भस्य शल्यात् निरवोचमहं विषम् शल्यात् विषं निरवोचं प्राञ्जनादुतपर्णधेः अपाष्टात् शृङ्गात् कुल्बलात् निरवोचमहं विषम् अरसस्त इषो शल्यो अधोते अरसं विषम् उतारसस्य वृक्षस्य धनुष्टे अरसारसम् ये अपीशन् ये अधिहन् य आस्यन् ये अवासृजन् सर्वे ते वद्रयः कृता वद्रिर्विश्वगिरिः कृतः वद्रयस्ते खनितारो वद्रिस्त्वमस्योषधे वद्रिः स पर्वतो गिरिर्यतो जातमिदं विषम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. The fourth time. ॐ ब्राह्मणो जज्ञे प्रथमो दशशीर्षो दशास्यः स सोमं प्रथमः पपौ स चकारारसं विषम् यावतीद्या वा पृथिवी वरिम्णा यावत् सप्तसिन्धवो वितष्टिरे वाचं विषस्य दूषणीं ताम् इतो निरवादिशम् सुवर्णस्त्वा गरुत्मान् विषप्रथममावयत् नामीमदो नारूरुप हुतास्मा अभवः पितुः यस्त आस्यत् पञ्चाङ्गुरिर्वक्रात् चिदति धन्वनः अवस्कम्भस्य शल्यात् निरवोचमहं विषम् शल्याद्विषं निरवोचं प्राञ्जनादुतपर्णदेः अवाष्टात् शृङ्गात् कुल्मलात् निरवोचमहं विषम् अरसस्तैषो शल्यो अधोते अरसं विषम् उतारसस्य वृक्षस्य धनुष्टे अरसारसम् ये अपेशन् ये अधिहन्य आस्यन् ये अवासृजन् सर्वे ते वद्रयः कृता वद्रर्विषगिरिः कृतः वद्रयस्ते कनितारो वद्रिस्तमस्योषधे वद्रिस्य पर्वतो गिरिर्यतो जातमिदं विषम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. See that Nadi, the Parvatas, the Vrukshas, the Bhumi, wherever the Visha resources are there, all of them should be destroyed. ॐ ब्राह्मणो जज्ञे प्रथमो दशशीर्षो दशास्यः स सोमं प्रथमः बभौ स चकारारसं विषम् यावतीद्या वा पृथिवी वरिम्णा यावत् सप्तसिन्धवो वितश्चिरे वाचं विषस्य दूषणीं ताम् इतो निरवादिशम् सुवर्णस्त्वा गरुत्मान् विषप्रथममावयतु नामीमधो नारूरुप उतास्मा भवः पितुः यस्त आस्यत् पञ्चाङ्गुरिर्वक्रात् चिदति धन्वनः अवस्कम्भस्य शल्यात् निरवोचमहं विषम् शल्याद्विषं निरवोचं प्राञ्जनादुतपर्णतेः अपाष्टात् शृङ्गात् कुर्मलात् निरवोचमहं विषम् अरसस्तैषो शल्योऽथो ते अरसं विषम् उतारसस्य वृक्षस्य धनुष्टे अरसारसं ये अपेशन् ये अधिहन्य आस्यन् ये अवासृजन् सर्वे ते वद्रयः कृता वद्रिर्विश्वगिरिः कृतः वद्रयस्ते कनितारो वद्रिस्तमस्योषधे वद्रिस्य पर्वतो गिरिर्यतो जातमिदं विषम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. In this way, Veda mantra we have done today. New one tomorrow we'll learn it. एक दिन सीखेंगे, एक दिन हम पाठ करेंगे. In that way, monthly 15 इस हिसाब से for sufficient for next 6 months we have mantras. More than 90 are there. No, in this fourth and fifth anuvaka only there are 70. 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 more anuvakas are there. तो थोड़ा skip करेंगे like the last two I have skipped 2 or 3 before this. They're not so very essential and all. Even in doing third kandam also, few of them we have skipped. Mantras are there, the rishis have given because somebody requested them. One of the thing I skipped was two wives of the husband. One wife is praying to the Lord, let that husband be only loving me, let him hate that other women. That was there. No, मैं इसको कैसे पढ़ाऊँ? I skipped that. Like that, some are there which are too worldly. है ना? Yeah, Vedas have catered for everyone, no? Remember, we are doing chanting में Veda mantra chanting we are doing, not Vedanta. Vedanta is Upanishad. Already we have done the class. Veda is all inclusive. In this Dharmartha Kama, all Purusharthas are told how to gain. In the Vedanta only the Moksha Purushartha is taught. Entire Veda is not only for Moksha. It's for Dharmartha. And people are of different levels are there. So Shruti Mata says, "Theek hai, you're at that level, but earn them in a righteous, positive manner." So this is what you follow. And we are doing Veda Mantra for our spiritual sadhana to happen well. Like this, Visha Dushanam should not happen to us. So that we are healthy, we are fine at all our levels of personality, sadhana is going well. Positively what you said, Apyayant Mangasani, Mamangani, Usika the other version is, let the Anga Ityadi be not poisoned. है ना, अच्छे से अच्छे हो और poisonous ना हो. Complementing of the prayers. Wonderful, we are blessed like that. Same thing when you do deeply, intensely, then all the notings are done in the higher world. Then we'll be blessed with this because we request for it. Okay, and as per evening yoga sister, higher world, lower world, everything is from Brahman only. So the Brahman, because our prayers, what is said, instigates that Maya or influences Maya to provide what we are doing the Sankalpa or Prarthana. So Paramatma se aate ultimately. Okay, friends. Today we will do the Narayana. In our second sadhana of mantra dhyanam, Gayatri mantras going on, it will continue. Okay, friends. और भी हम गायत्री मंत्र पढ़ते हैं. Today I'll take 1-2 minutes. We have done some mantras, Gayatri of rishis, around 15-20 किए हैं. So many. I'll read out some of the rishis of our Purana Itihasa. Suno, naam suno. Listening to their name also is sadhana, na? See, Marichi, Atri, Angirasa, Pulastya, Pulaha, Kratu, Vashishta, Bhrugu, Kashyapa, Gautama, Bharadwaja, Jamadagni, Vishwamitra, Agastya, Vyasa, Valmiki, Narada, Yagnavalkya, Shvetashvatara, Shukamarshi, Parashara, Markandeya, Chavana, Dadichi, Shaunaka, Kanva, Pipalada, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanatkumara, Galava, Devala, Asita, Kapila, Patanjali, Panini, Ashtavakra, Lomasha, Shrungi, Raikwa, Kaushika, Kaundinya, Katyayana, Pantaratama, Apastamba, बोधायन शांडिल्य हारीता और वरुचिक गर्ग गार्ग्य मांडव्य उपमन्यु उद्दालक श्वेतकेतु वामदेव मेधातिथि कक्षीवान दीर्घतमस विश्रवस शक्ति रोमहर्षण जैमिनी वैशंपायन सुमंतु पैल कौत्स मैत्रेय मुद्गल उदत्य संवर्त कव्य उशन बृहस्पति कच पर्वत अंगिरस पुत्र बृहज्योति वत्स निदाग रिभु जाबाली यवकृत शिलाद नरनारायण लोपामुद्रा घोषा अपाल विश्ववार वागमृणि गार्गी मैत्रेयी कहोल उशस्त आर्तभाग बुज्जु लह्यायिनी शांख्यायन बादरायण दुर्वास. अब देखो 100 names I chanted now. 100 rishis. We have done 40-50. बाकी है तो enjoy it. Today we are doing our today onwards 4 days the mantras of our Brahmanasa Putras, the Sanaka Adi. I tell you, बहुत powerful है Sanaka Adi Rishi Upasana. In Narayana Kavacham also we see all of them come. Sanat Kumara, Tukama Devat. When you do the Sanat Kumara Upasana, the Kamadi Durgunas go away. Because he's so powerful enough. They're all there. Brahma Manasa Putra, all of them are there managing the world. Okay. So now the 4 of these Brahma Manasa Putras. Okay. Who are they? Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumara. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumara. Okay. This 4th Sanat Kumara is the one who gave Sanat Sujatiyam to the Dhritarashtra a day before that Yuddha. After the Vidura comes and gives Viduraniti. So Viduraniti, Sanat Sujatiyam, they are one after other texts. In Mahabharata, we are going to study Sanat Sujatiyam with Adi Shankara Bhashyam in Telugu. आपको क्या जरूरत है? You are all studying Upanishads. These 4 are the Brahma Manasa Putra. First, when they were, manifested by Brahma Deva from his mana and told them, Bhai, Jakar, tum Srishti banao. When this was said, the Sanaka, we are learning today the Sanaka mantra, the Sanaka, he said, took permission, I don't want to enter into the Pravritti Marga. I want to go for Nivritti, Brahma Jnana. All the 4 of them. So Brahma Deva said, shall job. Because later on, we need people to teach the Nivritti also, not only Pravritti. Then these 4 of them, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumara, are always Bala Rupa, only 5 years of age. They never grow more than that. That Siddhi she got because of their Nirmalatva, Nirahankaratva and their Shuddha Jnana. Third one is interesting. One gives the Brahmopadesha, other 3 listen. That way, the 3 months it happens. So 1 year over, 1 round is over. Again they revel in that one. Second point. Third one, the famous one of the story about the Sanat Kumaras is that when they went to visit the Bhagavan Narayana, then these Jaya Vijaya have stopped them. Then they have cursed them. Because you didn't understand who we are and you have expressed your Mandabuddhi, therefore Mandabuddhi, Rakshasas you become, he curses them. Go away from the Lord, become Rakshasas, they curse. That's how first Hiranyakashipu Hiranyaksha, then Ravana Kumbhakarna, then Shishupala Dantavaktru. So there the Sanakadi Muni's stories come. So then after the Sanakadi Muni, the rishis, prajapatis, even Naradaji also comes from the Brahmamana. Thus Naradaji becomes younger brother of them. Narada Maharshi का भी गायत्री मंत्र भी पढ़ना है हमें. We have not done. To Narada Maharshi, they taught Sanakadi the Brahma Vidya. And even Bhagavad Puran we have seen, Naradaji himself becomes Yajamana, Sanat Kumaras became the Bhaktas, and they give the Bhagavata Saptaha. Bhagavata Saptaha Sanat Kumaron se Naradaji karate. So in this way, their stories we are there. And they are talking only about Brahman, Brahman being the eternal, it is the ultimate truth. And without Vairagya, you can never get moksha. And for getting moksha, both bhakti and jnana are complementary. This is how the Sanat Kumaras are Mahabhaktas also, Mahajnanis also. Okay? Now today's mantra is what? Om Brahmaputraya Vidmahe Brahmanishtaya Dhimahi Tannaha Sanakaha Prachodayat. So tomorrow when we do Sanandana, we do about the Vairagya, then about Bhakti. In that way, 4 दिन we remember this Sanakadi Muni. Very rare, many people do not know that they exist and they are there to bless. We are lucky that we are remembering them. So Brahmaputraya Vidmahe Brahmanishtaya Dhimahi Tannaha Sanakaha Prachodayat. Enjoy 27 times. Om Brahmaputraya Vidmahe Brahmanishtaya Dhimahi Tanna Sanakaha Prachodayat. Om Brahmaputraya Vidmahe Brahmanishtaya Dhimahi Tanna Sanakaha Prachodayat. Om Brahmaputraya Vidmahe Brahmanishtaya Dhimahi Tanna Sanakaha Prachodayat. ओम ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय धीमहि तन्नः सनकमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. 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 ओम ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय धीमहि तन्नः सनकमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम श्री सनकमहर्षि परब्रह्मणे नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। छत्रचामर नृत्य गीतादीन समर्पयामि। समस्त शक्त्योपचार भक्तोपचार राजोपचार देवोपचारान् समर्पयामि। स्तोत्रेण मंत्रेण जपेन तोषयामि। नमस्करोमि। शरणागतोऽस्मि प्रार्थयामि। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। समस्त दुर्गुणान् समस्त शत्रून् बाह्याभ्यन्तर निर्मूलनं कृत्वा आत्मानं प्रति प्रचोदनं कृत्वा अस्मिन् क्षणे एव परमात्मानुभूतिं प्रभो मोक्षं प्रयच्छ प्रयच्छ प्रदेहि प्रदेहि। ओम श्री सनका महर्षये नमः। सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति है भारतवर्षस्यापि शत्रु निर्मूलनं कृत्वा संरक्षणं कृत्वा अभिवृद्धिं कृत्वा विश्वव्याप्तिं प्रदेहि प्रदेहि। ओम सनक महर्षये नमः। 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 ओम सनक महर्षये नमः. So Rishi Smarana named sadhana. So we try to do. Right friends? Now the last but not the least, our common sense thought for the day is so simple. देखो, these 5 6 things are the quintessence of the Vedanta spirituality. One side, Brahma Jnana Spashtata we have to gain through Shravana Adhyayana. As a result, you have to ensure about that the ignorance of Brahman, the doubt of Brahman are replaced by the knowledge and faith in Brahman. This is one goal. Second is the obstruction of all obstructions in our sadhana is our own ego. Remember the sublimation of the ego, obstructing ego also is important sadhana. Sadhaka ego is required. व्यवहार में doing our swadharma ego is required, but the obstructing ego karta bhokta should not be there. I am the doer, I want the phala wala ego hai na, that is the second obstruction. We have to be mindful about that. Where am I? Why I am there? Only pure consciousness is there. Why should I be there as an ego? Hai na? As an ego with the upadhi, separated from consciousness, separate from the world, separate from other beings, what am I getting other than miseries? जैसे बच्चा घर छोड़कर जाएगा माँ बाप को, भाई बहन को, अदर देन सफरिंग दैट लोनलीनेस, व्हाट इज ही गोइंग टू गेट? एक ही नहीं, दैट ईगो और दैट फेलो टेक्स हिम अवे फ्रॉम पेरेंट्स एंड ऑल। ही जबरदस्त होटल में काम कर रहा है, कहीं झोपड़े में रहता है, ईगो, माय फादर मदर स्कोल्डेड मी, नो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू स्टे विद देम। इन द सेम वे दिस ईगो ऑफ मी as a Swami has only one thing to give me called as misery, separating myself from Aham Brahmas. Therefore, ego management becomes very big sadhana. It has 1 hours of discussion to be done, but a hint is given. Third one. Fourth one is, first one is gain the Shastrokta Brahma Jnana. Consequently, the Ajnana of the Brahman, the no faith of Brahman is replaced by Jnana and Shraddha. Second one. Third is this one, ego. Fourth one is what? Very important. We have to see to it that our vasanas are getting reduced. That is to be aimed at. Okay? चौथी बात क्या है ना? Vasana purgation should go away. Don't create the new vasanas. Okay? Fourth. Fifth point is from the mind. As a result of ignorance vasanas, whatever the durgunas are there, called as क्लेशास, अविद्या, स्मिता, राग, द्वेष, अभिनिवेश, योग भाषा में क्लेश, जनरल भाषा में काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मात्सर्य, ईर्ष्या, असूया, these durguna nirmulana from the mind, we have to do it. Then outside avoid samsara through viveka vairagya and doing only swadharma. So, by doing sadharma and with viveka and vairagya, the samsara of outer world should go away. By being utterly awareful and eliminating, you have to see to it that the kama krodhadi durgunas go away from the antakarna. 2. The third one is the vasana purgation. Fourth one is the sublimation of the ego. Fifth one is removal of the ajnana. Sixth is establishing in the brahmajnana, theoretical and experiential. ये 6 चीजों को थोड़ा याद रखना. Thank you. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. धन्यवाद. Let us study Gita.